Hello, wherever and whenever you are, and welcome back to the frozen north, Icewind Dale, and our beleaguered adventurers as they are battling through the everlasting winter and the dark, dark nights of 10 towns, trying to thwart the evils of the ice and snow that is driving against the storm that is issuing forth from Oral, the Frostmaiden, as she plunges the whole region into an unchanging winter as she likes best. Now, before I jump back into all that stuff, I have a few thank yous and hellos to say. First and foremost, Patient80801, thank you very much for that follow and welcome on in. We are, let's see, we are starting to progress nicely. We're out of chapter 1 into chapter 2 of this module. The kind of sub-bosses and kind of mid-level kind of things have been defeated, and plots and the little hints of what's going on are starting to be dropped. So I think you will be able to catch up and keep up with the adventure without too much trouble. All you need to know is that this owl-like, goat-like thing over here is Oral the Frostmaiden, and she has plunged this whole region, famous for Dritzjuerden, made famous by R. Salvatore. Everyone, did you see the recent animation with Benedict Cumberbatch doing the voiceover for it? It's amazing. Lots of interesting Dritz stuff coming in the near future, it seems. And this whole region was created by that Dritz writer, because they just gave him a section of the Forgotten Realms to make his own, and that's what started this. And that's where all these nasty black crystals came from, those original Dritz novels, if memory serves. Anyway, welcome on everyone, Patient0801, and everyone else too. It's lovely to see you all here. Hey, Tally, how you doing? And everybody else too. So we have Sense, we have Merrin. Merrin defeated, driven off by our brave adventurers. Get out of here, evil tiefling. We see you. How did you get out of Barovia? You're not supposed to be able to escape those mists. Out of Barovia and into chat. It's a first, everyone. It's a first. Rude. No, you were rude when you killed your own minions last week. Speaking of last week, a huge thank you to everyone who joined us and did just wondrous things as far as the charity stream was concerned for No Kid Hungry. It was an incredible weekend. A huge hats off and otsukare-sama to all of the people at the Games Tavern, Reed especially, and everyone who made it so easy and so smooth for us to be a part of that and to do what we could to help out this amazing charity. And over the whole weekend, of all the groups involved, we made a whopping $8,200 for No Kid Hungry, and that is almost just that's all thanks to you guys watching and being so generous and donating, and it was absolutely incredible and a wonderful thing to be part of and to be part of with all of you. So thank you again. And speaking of thank yous, let us say a massive thank you to our music and sound effects provider here, Sirenscape, the wonderful service that you can use to put music and sound effects into your RPG games. No matter where your players are all over the world, we are all in Japan over here, but we have our other games with our players spread out across the globe, and they can hear all of the goodness, all of the music, all of the sound effects, which are completely customizable and tinkerable and tailorable, and you can do whatever you want and create whatever you want, and you can add in music and add in things of your own if you like. We are listening to music that we have added in from other providers, which I shall also be shouting at in a second. Head on over to Sirenscape and give them a try. There are 10 free sound sets for you to try, and if you so desire, or should I say when you so desire, you can become a super siren and get access to everything and enjoy all of that in your games as well. So good for building tension and just changing the mood with the music. Like those folks over at Disney know, it's all about the BGM, all about the background music, and how that can change the mood and set the feelings. So Oh, Michael, hello sir, Dead Aussie Gamer. We are very excited about Saturday's one-shot roulette with our special guest, Dead Aussie Gamer, and other friends as well. Do join us for that. I shall be talking more about that later as we go onto our end screen, and we have a special little graphic to tell you all about that later on. Do stick around to get all that information. Now, moving on, as I said, there are other sources of music available to you, and favorites of ours are Dark Fantasy Studio, and over on YouTube, Travis Savoy and Epic Journey. Amazing sources of music, and they are all available for you to grab and use in your games, and also on Patreon. So there is a patronage fee, but it's very much worth it as they're very prolific. We have Will Savino over on Patreon, and if you check out any of our VODs over on YouTube, oh hello Josh, just a second. Boop.
Hello May.
Hello you. If you go and check out our VODs over on YouTube, any of those will give you all of the links that you need for all of these incredible things that you want for your games. Trust me. Now, you haven't missed a thing. Josh, we're just getting started here. I'm just doing my thank yous and hellos. So, let us remember what we were doing last time, okay? Last time we were here for the charity stream, there was a rather frantic, hectic, on-the-fly and slightly cross-wired planning session as you were deciding how to storm the castle and get into the castle of Caer Dinaval, where you had heard cultists of the Frostmaiden were holed up and had taken the speaker of the town captive. In the end, you approached with the cultists that had come and been captured by you, and you tricked them into thinking that you were still on their side. But as you arrived at the gates, the townsfolk rose up and charged, and you managed to break through, and with the help of your were-polar bear friend, you managed to avoid being trapped by the portcullises, and you broke into the inner courtyard, where you were confronted by their leader, a tiefling, a pale, white-skinned tiefling with a raven familiar on her shoulder, and battle was joined, and a terrible battle was fought. There was wild magic going off. Tuln was surrounded by beautiful flower petals and butterflies, and other less friendly things, such as ice storms and fireballs. But hey, you were thrown into the thick of things, and as the battle progressed, another wild magic druid, of the Frostmaiden, one who had awakened the saber-toothed tiger that was fighting at your side, Trent, came into the battle as well, tried to get some of the sled dogs on her side, but not so successfully, as they just managed to end up just playing with Cyrilla, just jumping around the place, doing no damage whatsoever. But it was a hard-won fight. Mockingbird, in particular, was taken out a couple of times and down to death saves, which a natural 20 brought them right back into the action. But towards the end of the fight, during which, by the way, there was several references to Mockingbird being part of this cult, being in cahoots with the Frostmaiden. I'm not sure what that's going on about. But anyway, as you got to the end of things, the tiefling that you were fighting against, this leader of this cult, suddenly was addressed by their undead raven on their shoulder, and they were called away by something else, some other power, some other allegiance they seemed to have. And as they smashed their staff on the ground and a thick, roiling mist spread across the courtyard, she disappeared through the mists. And as she did so, Trent, the saber-toothed tiger, was like, no, you don't, and chased after her, disappearing himself through the mists as well. And any of you in chat here, thank you for all joining us today, and anyone who of our fine players here who caught a Thursday Curse of Strahd last week will have seen that Trent arrived safe and sound in Barovia. He is through the mists in Ravenloft, and immediately found a very large tiger to get very friendly with suddenly. So he's doing okay. And as we return here to this courtyard, let us welcome our wonderful players. It's very nice to see you all again. and let us introduce ourselves. So, going round, let's go from left to right across the bottom as we're looking at it. Starting with Soyala, who are you? Who are you playing? And where are they at right now?
Hello, I'm Sarah, and I play Soyala, the Life Cleric Tabaxi, and we just defeated some cultists of the Frostmaiden, yet I feel like we didn't really gain a lot of information, so I was hoping to gain some more, and we know that there's other locations, so I guess we've got that.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much. Tom, who are you? Who are you playing, and where are they at?
Hello, I am Josh. I am the player Tom Grimbrew. He is an artificer and a robot who used to be a dwarf. He's just happy that he didn't die again. It was a tough fight.
Do we need to contact Wizards of the Coast and get them to start working on the Reborn?
Yeah, get on that right away. He was going inside of his hiding hole. It was rough. Right now he's just happy that it's over.
It's peeking out the tower.
Is it done?
They gone? Thank you.
But he does want to figure out more about this cult.
Indeed. Mockingbird, who are you? Who are you playing, and where are they at?
Yes. Hello, my name is Carl, and I am playing Mockingbird, the swashbuckling, warlocking thorn in the side of the party, and I am currently hanging on by a thread, thanking my patron that it is all over, and hoping to do some damage control very, very shortly. Yeah.
Noted. Thank you. Okay. So, sorry, just fussing with things there a little bit. Okay, and finally, last but not least by any means, Mame, who are you? Who are you playing, and where are they at?
My name's Sabrina. I play a Gloomstalker Ranger Gallus, and right now she's just thinking about where did this person go into this mist. Hope Trent's okay. All this chaos and everything, and just like where I'm gonna find out how my friends are. And the next target is that lady, if she's still here, the one that made Trent intelligent.
Trent got his own back there. She is gone. He leapt upon her and took her out before he went after the tiefling. But we have in chat for you, Mame, for the university.
Yes, for the university.
I made the rookie mistake of not jotting down the Latin motto that was given to us in chat. I can't remember what it was. It was epic.
I can't remember either. I have to go back and find it.
Right, it was in Sunblight Fortress. It was at the start. It was when you first found your colleague there. So that's the VOD to watch. We can find it out. Okay. We have the technology. And yes, Mame is playing a Gallus, a humble folk from the Humblewood setting, favoured as it seems by the D&D random character builder, as on Saturday we have 5 players, all with randomly generated characters, and 4 of them are humble folk. So it's going to look like another Humblewood game, but they were all entirely randomly generated. And the 5th one is a Leonin, so it's an entirely animal party. It's going to be an amazing time. But as I said, more about that later. So, thank you, music. That was nicely timed. If I can get over here in time before it kicks back in again. No. Okay, in the nick of time. So, we find ourselves back here with the wind whipping around the castle courtyard, and rewatching yeah, patient, right? Rewatching the VOD in preparation for today, I did Marin a disservice. She said when she destroyed her own minions, she had wanted one of them not to be destroyed and broken to pieces, but to become a frozen statue. So we are in the courtyard here, and there is a frozen solid statue of a gargoyle that had been previously attacking you. frozen in the middle of the courtyard there. Soyala, your little sled dog friend, has been joined by all of his teammates, and all of them are joyously yipping and bounding around you. And you're doing your best grumpy cat face. Like, "Arr." And let us return to said courtyard on our map here as well. Boop. And here, everybody. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. Here, everybody, is what I was trying to do. There we go. And let's zoom on in there for you, everyone at home. Ooh, 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 ooh. Behave, behave. Okay, there we go. So, yes, Soyala, your spooky book is still hovering around. How long does that last? Is that still here?
I think it's only a minute. Let me check. Actually, it was the bone saw, though, technically.
Yes, yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's a minute, so it'll probably be gone by
Okay.
this point, I would assume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're out of initiative. So bye bye. So there you are. I put all your little all your little sled dog buddies there, jumping around you. Now,
Bonesaw is no longer ready.
he is not. So I think that was everything. Yes. Okay. The courtyard is yours. The outer walls are topped by village folk from down in the town, and Denier, your polar bear, polar bear Goliath friend, shouting victoriously from the parapets as they have defeated the cultists that were defending up there. What would you like to do?
Collapse in pain.
Noted.
What
Mockingbird collapses in pain.
exactly was that? The mist, they've disappeared.
I maintain concentration on my damage over time.
Does it still? Does it travel that far?
I have no idea. The initial arrow has a range, but the
Oh,
concentration.
your acid stuff
the
or
acid
poison
arrow.
stuff? Yeah.
So Nodoris arrives in Barovia covered in acid.
Ow. Ow.
Noted. I shall remember that. Hey, bruv.
Absolutely, you should. Anyway, Talon like peeks through the doors. Is it done? Is she dead?
She went poof in the mist somewhere.
Mame?
Talon stops concentration.
Okay. Mame, as you step there and you get a view... No, stay there, it's okay. As you step round that frozen gargoyle and you got that kind of bead through the doorway into the kennel where the dogs were being kept.
Mm-hmm.
And they are now all spilling out into the courtyard, just joyously bounding around Soyala. You can see in the corner of that kennel in the far back, there's no token, because they are a non-combatant, but there is a small boy huddled in fright in the back of that kennel there.
Oh my. I was gonna summon some good berries for Mockingbird, but human child is more important right now. I shall run to the child.
Yeah, I'll make the dogs move so you can have some room.
As you go into the, he's like shies away. He's like, please, don't kill me, don't kill me. I'm not cultist.
No.
I'm not cultist.
No, it's okay, you're fine.
And he's very,
Soyala.
he's very dark skinned. He's clearly not from around here.
Yeah, I'll come in as well. Now
He looks.
get a move on these dogs as I'm pushing through.
Thank you, Sarscape, for the dogs.
Okay.
You're just like wading through them. Please, stop it.
Yeah, just. Oh. There's another.
Please, not cultist, not cultist.
Not cultists, then who are you?
My name's Alasar.
Where are you from? Are you from the village?
No, far away.
In the mountains?
No. No. Hotter. To the south.
Oh,
It is called
Oh,
Kalimshan.
I'm afraid
how'd you
I
get
haven't
here?
been there, and I don't know where that
No,
is.
it's
But
very, very far south. Like down past Baldur's Gate and everything. Like way, way down there.
All the way up north.
I've been to a place that's small and like that in a different life.
Small and like that. Yes. Baldur's Gate has little Kalimshan outside the gates. But no, he's from Kalimshan proper. He's like, I wanted to see the world, go on adventure. I hid away in a box, and for a long, long time, and it got colder and colder and colder, and when box opened, I was here, and they made me work.
how old is this kid?
He looks about 8.
Oh my
God.
goodness. Well,
this-
you sure have gotten on quite the adventure then.
Is this adventure? Is this adventure here?
Well, adventure's whatever you make it, but what about your family? Your parents? Brothers, sisters?
No, they are gone. I was alone.
So
You don't have any,
you should-
or
So is there a return address on your box, or?
that's what I was thinking. I was like, he came in a box from south. I'm thinking, maybe
came-
don't send him through with a box. Send him a different way in a carriage.
also, what is he wearing? Did they give him a change of clothes?
Oh yeah,
Is he
yeah.
wear- Okay. Like, is he just wearing the
Uh,
rags from down south? Like, okay.
Just out of curiosity, and I'll be like heavily leaning on the door. How long were you in that box?
I could not see night and day. I did not know passage of time. Much like this place. Is it always night?
Yeah,
Here it is, yes.
give or take a few hours.
But it
What did-
wasn't always.
I'm still just perplexed. What did you eat?
Oh, I found little bits and bobs. The box was full when I got in and empty when I arrived here.
Huh. That's pretty smart. I like this.
When Tom finally arrives, he's got a small pearl in his hand that he's like unlocked and like is using as kind of like a battery of some sort. And then he comes over and just pats Mockingbird on the back. At which time, Mockingbird, you feel
How much damage do I take?
you're basically dead.
Be gentle.
Don't worry.
Be gentle.
Yeah.
At which time you feel a invigorating spray come out from his hand,
Hey.
and you take 11 of the healings.
Oh, that is good stuff. You need to sell that in like aerosol cans. I mean, the
I do.
ozone is completely messed up here anyway. You might as well. God.
Either way, I think I overheard most of the conversation as I was coming over here. He's from Kalimshan.
That's right, Mr. Robot.
I don't know.
You're strangely cavalier about seeing a robot.
Some of the leaders in our town used them.
Oh,
They said they were Lantanese.
Lantanese.
Do you know Lantan?
Do I?
No, well, yeah, actually, probably back in.
I have a really high history check.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Yeah, I'd say you've definitely heard of it. Definitely, yeah. They're renowned for their technological productions.
Oh,
Products.
yeah. I vaguely remember somebody close to me having some sort of lantan infuser that we used for the beer. I don't remember very well, but it was some sort
But-
of technical.
They could not talk, so very good job.
Oh well, thank you. I heard some talk about trying to figure out how to send him back. Nobody's getting out right now. It's not a possibility.
I'm fine.
Kid came over here in a box and worked in a cultist base as a.
I can
as his
adventure
first
with you.
job. I think he's fine.
It's not the
Sure.
safest. I think you might
But
need
I can help
a
you.
little bit more.
I can help you with my pack. And just this strange kind of warbling whistle, and all of the dogs just stop being playful and start growling and bare their lips and bare their teeth.
Oh god.
Oh, they're with
Oh.
you.
Oh.
Yes, I'm the kennel boy. Everyone stop. And he does another little whistle, and they all start playing again.
Oh, I like this kid already. He's quite tenacious.
Hmm.
Well, it seems you do have protection.
If you have killed all the nasty cultists, then I'm free to go. I have my dogs, I have a sled. I can adventure throughout Icewind Dale.
You could, but there are quite some terrible, nasty things.
Then let us
This
adventure
way.
together and I shall protect you.
But worse than the cultists here.
Safety in numbers, eh?
Do you have a weapon, boy?
Yes, I have 6.
Fair enough. But one of
well,
these might suit you. And I'm gonna pull out one of my 2 daggers that I don't normally use and just kind of toss it to him.
Mockingbird.
He takes it.
See how
Yeah.
that-
He's an 8!
He takes it
You-
carefully and reverently, and he looks. He's like,
We found him in a cultist base. He trains dogs, and he traveled half the continent in a box.
And do you not
you
see
think
that
he's
this
not gonna be
child
able
is
to use a
still
knife?
a little scared?
You see that Toln was pulling out an axe as you guys start the conversation, and he just puts it back.
Oh my.
Do you know where we are?
I guess.
You want this guy
yeah,
going outside not packing heat?
Mr. Nicehair,
like
Mr. Nicehair, is this a longsword?
For you, yes. For me, it's called a dagger. But you better
Dagger.
keep good care of that.
Dagger. I like it.
Indeed.
Yeah, please
Oh
don't
my
point
God.
that at anyone.
Okay, and he tops it in his belt.
Only use that if you're really in danger, if something's very, very close to you.
And for cutting meat and cheese?
Yeah, but
Especially
cut
for
away from
cutting
yourself.
meat.
Cut
Of course.
away.
Of course.
Not towards you,
Make sure
away.
to clean it.
Do you like
It can also be
technology?
used to floss your teeth if in a pinch.
Not that one.
Trim your nails, cut your own hair.
Do you like technology?
Take what?
Me,
You know, like me, I'm a robot.
You seem nice.
Well, I have free time sometimes. I can teach you some things. So,
Excellent. Thank you.
Well, as
I
well
guess
as
we
this
should
is
take
to
him back
meet
to-
everyone, yes, to meet with him, we should probably go see what is going on with everything else.
now I'm sorry. I did not hear your name.
Me? Oh, my name is Elisar.
Elosar.
no. Elisar was what they used to call the wizards around here. no, my Elisar.
Alasar. Oh, okay.
At this time, Mame summons 10 good berries and just hands like 3 to Mockingbird, seeing how he looks kind of hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 3
Thank you.
good berries. And Soyala, how are you?
Oh, she's pretty good. The
Okay.
others
And
can
I'll
use
give.
it.
I'll just give 2 more good berries. A
Okay.
mockingbird.
That's it.
How many? How many
At
did
that
I
point,
give you?
you hear a clunk, 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 and
Okay, so-
Alisar looks like wide-eyed and is like, "Oh, is that a yeti?" Clunk, clunk, and
I
Denier
hope not.
Denier comes over still in polar bear form. Success, my friends.
Wonderful.
You're friends with a yeti? That's
Oh, he's
amazing.
Not a yeti.
He's a were-polar bear.
We're polar bear. We're a bear.
Perfect.
Okay.
Indeed.
Sure, but yeah, as far as being as far as succeeding, the head of this castle, she got away. Nadoris?
I was talking to some of the villagers, and they were saying that Nadoris was a recent arrival. The original leader, and the one who coordinates throughout the 10 towns, is still somewhere inside. Me and the villagers will look after this one. You should quest on in and finish up what we started.
Did they say anything else?
It was another tiefling, apparently. And apparently there's some old sage, some old dwarven lady with the sight.
With a scythe?
Sight. She can see things. She knows things.
Oh. Well, that's much less exciting. But okay. Yeah. Why don't we take on the rest of this fort? Be a great opportunity to loot it before the townspeople get their hands on it.
Just make sure the speaker's okay, and we'll make sure that there's no runners.
Oh yes, the speaker. We should go check the speaker's condition.
Alisar, do you know where they were keeping the speaker?
Yes, he's being kept in his bedroom. Second floor.
Which is
Oh, second floor. We'll find it. Thank you.
Okay. And the nasty lady tiefling used to come up from the cistern below.
Oh.
The bad one?
Nadoris or the other one?
The white lady. Scary one.
Oh, she's gone.
Good. She was terrible.
Yeah, she was. I'm glad
Not
she's
very
gone.
secretive either.
Her player's lovely, but the character was terrible.
It's true.
What does that mean?
She's in chats right over there. I want to be nice.
Mockingbird is very confused. Well,
Yes.
she won't bother you anymore.
He has the break fourth wall cantrip.
The Deadpool cantrip.
Yeah. And
I'll just hand Alisar a berry and be like, "Be a good boy and follow the were-polar bear back to town when we're finished."
okay. What's this? Is it food?
It's food. It's a good berry. It'll make sure you're full all day.
Yeah? Because it looks like the juniper berries in the forest, and they made me very sick.
No. These are called good berries. They're good for you, and they'll help you. They'll heal you for a bit.
Okay. Oh, it's delicious.
There
Thank
go.
you.
Right.
Okay.
Wow.
Welcome.
A talking construct and a talking chicken.
That was my initial reaction as well. You'll be fine.
It is
a
an
big
interesting world. To adventure! And he brandishes his dagger.
Oh no.
All right, Mockingbird is gonna walk back outside and take a look at the surroundings immediately outside the room and the place we just battled in.
I like that kid.
Yeah, he'll be fine. I have a feeling like he's gonna go places.
Well, I think he's going to go places whether we want him to or not.
Hopefully not in the
Okay,
box.
do we know which way we need to go.
This way?
There are
I mean,
quite many
tiefling-
directions.
Yeah, the tiefling emerged from those doors there, next
Yeah.
to Mame. And Mame,
Okay.
that cultist next to you there is only unconscious, not dead. Slightly crispy,
Oh,
slightly
awesome.
crispy on the top.
I would actually also like to check out the druid that we saw. See if I can glean any information off of their belongings.
Certainly. Yep. They have certain like icons and the kind of paraphernalia that you have seen amongst, because there are some people in the 10 towns who are openly for the Frostmaiden. There was that Dragonborn
Yeah.
bartender that you met. And there are people who are not completely against it. So it is somewhat common knowledge as to what her symbols and things look like. So you do see tattoos of those markings and a kind of a druidic focus that was hanging around their neck as well.
Toln will make sure the door isn't going to explode when they touch it.
Okay, give me a perception check, please.
Can I make an investigation check?
Yes. Yeah, okay, so if you're looking at the workings of it.
24.
Okay, yep, looks fine. What was that mark on you? Is that concentration?
Inspiration.
Oh, cool, excellent. You still have it?
Yeah, I thought I was going to use it, and then I figured out it wasn't something I rolled. It was a...
Yeah, saving throw. Yeah, I remember.
Oh, no, that mark was concentration.
Okay.
Yeah, that we can...
That can go, yeah. Oop, there we go.
But yes, I still have inspiration.
Okay, so you're going to open those doors?
Yes.
Hang on.
Soyala, this guy's unconscious.
There's one of them.
What should we do?
Well, seeing as he will probably awake in due time, tying him up, or...
And
did Denai already leave?
Yeah, Denai,
or
yeah, no, Denai's still there. There's like, do you want us to...
This one's still alive.
Radio. I'll be gentle. Just like throws them over their shoulder.
If we can get any information, that would be great.
Well, I won't mess with them too much, and I won't leave them with that old man.
That's a good...
Come on, little one. Gestures to the kid, and the kid just goes, and all the dogs are just like jumping around him, and just following along behind him until he whistles a certain way and clicks his fingers, and they all just line up behind him and just walk obediently behind him. Okay. And you make your way into this once grand hall, which is dimly lit by chandeliers that are missing most of their candles. There are 3 long tables in the center of the hall that are littered with dirty dishes, which a young tiefling servant is slowly collecting, and they are startled and drop some of them. There's a crash of cutlery and plates, and they're like... Ah! And behind them, maybe we'll come back to them in a second, behind them there is a stone staircase which ascends to a pair of 20-foot-high balconies that hug the walls on the left and right. And on the north landing, directly across from the main entrance, there is a banner depicting the town's heraldry, which is a stone watchtower on a dark blue field with a horizontal red fish facing to the right, under the tower. So the Caer Dineval arms.
Toln looks at the tiefling servant.
She
they're...
throws down things and just dashes off to that northeast door and dashes through it and slams it behind her.
Seems like a bit of an overreaction.
Toln will come over and just knock on the door.
Who is it? Definitely not her voice. She was a young tiefling girl.
Yeah. The tiefling that nobody liked is gone. I'm here for the castle.
Yes, because that's the way to address this.
We're evicting you.
And coming to that door and opening it up, let me open it for you. We see some goats.
Again?
We do this here. Sorry.
Why is our loot always goats?
There was a concerted effort of all the different groups of writers. They had a group chat, and they all worked together to put as many goats as possible into the whole adventure. That is
The goat union is working overdrive.
official. And you see, let me see here, just get this for you. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Yeah, you see, as the door opens there, Tom, you would get it, but it washes past you without effect onto Mockingbird. The strong smell of fish comes out of this kitchen. You can see there are stone ovens and a fireplace that has roasting skewers for meat and for soups to be hung up on, the cauldrons to be hung up. And there are woodblock countertops inside. And there is a portly cook, a human, who is opened the door and is like rolling up his sleeves, but looking quite friendly. And you can see there's a kennel over by the door which has a pair of goats in it. And let me grab our cook friend here. He just comes over to the door here. Have you got shut of them bastards?
Yeah, they're all gone.
Oh,
Well.
thank goodness.
I think there's still the one, two.
Who?
I don't know their name, but
Shaman and another tiefling supposedly runs the place.
here for
Stop.
longer.
It's the bastard Kadroth. And as he says that, the tiefling girl looks about 14 or so, just quails in fear at the mere mention of the name. That's the one who's calling shots around here until that Otty-totty white lady came. Yeah, the white tiefling.
So
Yeah,
what
she's
does he do
gone.
now?
Well, you have my thanks. Excuse me while I continue to prepare this food. Chop, 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 chop. Sorry.
Well, what does he do now? Ever since the white lady showed up.
Oh, he still likes to pretend he's in charge.
Is he a threat?
He's the leader. He's probably the leader for a reason.
So
Where
anybody have any
exactly
poison?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there a location?
He points to that southwest door. Through there, that's where the speaker's study and office are. There might be one of his toadies hanging out in the little cozy nook there, and then beyond that is the office. He'll be no doubt in there, gazing into the flames, thinking of his jumped-up station.
The speaker.
No, it's the speaker's office that he's taken control of. The speaker's being held upstairs in the bedroom.
He's prisoner.
Aye, although they pretend he's sick and that, but I know he's not. He's eating like an healthy fella anyway. I haven't seen him. Nobody's seen. I hadn't a tale of him for months now.
But he's eating.
Aye, he's eaten plenty. Aye, goat, he is. Don't question me.
Should just have like a goat counter on the corner, like how many goats have we found?
Ding, 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 ding.
A lot of goats.
How many goats have we saved? That should be the counter.
Yes.
Ba-ba-da.
More goats than people, I'd reckon.
Yes, the milestone leveling in this game is by goats saved. So.
Fantastic.
So, with that information, what do you do?
Well, one final question before we go take care of that, Cook. What would you say is the, for lack of a better term, the wealthiest room in this entire castle? If you had to put a finger on it.
And he hefts his cleaver. This castle belongs to Caer Naval and all the people of Caer Naval. And once these cultists are dealt with, the speaker will be returned to his office.
Oh, absolutely no. We were just doing inventory. want to make sure everything's in the right place. You know, we cleared this place out.
He gives a wry smile. Aye, make sure it's in the right place when you leave and all.
No chance of a persuasion check or anything. the skill I've spec'd in. That's fine.
But I mean, what are you trying to persuade him of?
Yeah, to tell me where the wealthiest room is.
Oh, I see. I think we might not be the kind of level you're expecting anyway. Have you travelled much up in the mountains here?
Oh, very much. Yes.
There's a reason we don't have to worry about bandits. There's nothing to be had.
All right. Yeah, with that, I guess just turn around and go walk towards the southeast.
Okay.
Well, are we all ready?
Why not?
Any last minute things you need to do?
Just check on the speaker. And the basement.
I mean about your own health. Everyone is okay.
I could use a pick-me-up. I am doing okay, but I'm definitely... I've seen healthier days.
I'm awful.
Oh boy, okay.
I have 4 berries. I gave 5 to Mockingbird. I gave 1 to the child. I shall eat one berry and give... It can tell him to eat these berries. No. Mockingbird, do you want some berries?
I would always accept those berries.
I just hand him 3 berries and then I eat 1 myself.
Okay. And with that, yeah, I'm feeling all right. After eating a handful of those berries.
Okay, so where are you after? We have staircases, we have doors.
Sorry, you said Toln, you were also not feeling well?
I said, where are you off to? Like, is that whoosh,
Yeah.
off into the courtyard?
Yes, I am not feeling great.
Okay, before we all zoom out into other places, I will go ahead and Mame, you're also like, is everybody still feeling a bit like not at their full?
That would be a nice situation. I am bloodied.
Because I can either do one for all of us a little bit, or a stronger one for one.
I think
So,
We all took quite a bit of damage.
okay, so we're all good.
but
Okay.
I'm good because I got a nice jug of potion from our lovely villager cat, and so I'm fine.
All right. Oh wow. Oh, this is a 10-minute casting time.
We got 10 minutes, that's fine.
Yeah,
Just
got that.
Okay.
perch on the dining tables
well,
there.
while we're here, yeah.
The
at
tiefling the tiefling nervously comes out and starts clearing them again.
But yeah, everyone up to 6 creatures, so that's all of us. Can heal up 21 points.
Nice.
Oh, wow. Wait, each of us?
Oh,
Yes.
Good
It
lord.
takes 10 minutes though, so
Mhm.
yeah. Not a
Okay.
combat one.
This is my
Yeah.
first time playing with a cleric. It's so
You're
nice.
welcome.
Nobody wants to play the cleric.
Excellent.
Alright. Yeah, after that, I'd just be kind of... Mockingbird just kind of get up and start limbering up a little bit. And so, shall we go find the tiefling first, or the speaker? Or were they in the same area?
I think, well, Denai might be finding the speaker. I know that they at least knew the location. We should focus, I think, on the tiefling.
Hmm.
So we wait the 10 minutes, yes?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
in,
yeah.
in the room here for 10 minutes. Yeah.
You said 29?
21.
21.
One.
Yep.
Okay. So once that's finished, you're going to head over to that southwest door.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So
Who's checking it first?
I'll check to see if it's trapped or. Actually, no, wait, that's a wisdom check. I ain't touching that.
I shall investigate the door
okay, look.
with my chicken senses. Look.
Engage chicken senses.
Enhance.
Investigation?
Yes.
Chicken senses activate. Only 14.
Seems fine.
I open the door.
Boop. You open the door. And let me just shift you over a little bit here. And that is what you see. Inside. Just a moment. I'll get the right one here.
Great name.
Right. This is a very well-appointed sitting room. And there are lots of comfortable furnishings and a fire burning in the hearth. And standing just outside another door in the north wall, there is a human man in a hooded cloak, and he looks like he's cowering. And he's like, "Oh, are you here to save us? Please, have you come to save us?"
Yes, we're
Are you
here to
okay?
save you.
I don't want to do their bidding anymore.
What does this guy look like?
Like I said, he's just got a hooded cloak on, and he's got warm clothes, much like everyone else.
Oh, well, the blue one's gone, so are most of the cultists, so I think you can just leave.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you so much.
The door's right there.
Thank you.
Oh, what's on the other side of this door? Before you go.
That was the speaker's office. There's a horrible, nasty tiefling inside. He's the leader of the cult.
But why are you here?
Right outside of his room.
I was forced to sit here in case he had any messages or errands. He would yell at me through the door. I dare not raise my voice too high in case I interrupt his thoughts.
Can I make a insight check?
Sure.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing.
Mm.
22 on mine.
And
How was your mockingbird?
10.
Okay. He is lying.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of step. Or whoever's. Well, yeah, I'm just gonna step in front of the door.
And he's like, so we can leave now, yes? We don't have to do their bidding anymore?
You said, sir, that you are just a messenger.
Aye?
But the way that you move tells me otherwise. The way that your eyes glance about,
I'm terrified.
the fidget in your fingers.
They've been holding us captive, forcing us to work. The poor speaker is upstairs in his bedroom.
Mm.
As we continue this conversation, I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts, one of my charges of Detect Thoughts. And I'll kind of just look to Soyal and kind of gauging the vibe in the room. I'm just going to kind of lean
I'm sorry, sir, but
next to him.
we need a few more questions answered.
Is there a save on that?
No, it's just the
This is
surface
safe.
level thoughts, unless I want to delve deeper.
Okay.
Um,
He does seem very nervous, and hopeful after hearing what you said. Like, you know, like
Okay.
when Tom was saying that, you know, just the door's open, you can go. You can sound like hopeful about that, and very, very, you know, like very high tension.
Well, before we get you out of here, we need to talk about a few things. The townspeople are going to tear anyone they don't recognize apart. Anybody who belongs to this cult.
So Yala,
Any reaction?
yes. So Yala,
Yes.
can you make me a athletics or acrobatics check?
Acrobatics it is. 19.
Nice. With a flash of silver, a dagger, not unlike the little Kalashite boys, flashes out of the cloak as he lunges towards Soyala and tries to grab her. 19, you said, right?
Yep.
Okay. I got a 7. So sorry, was that acrobatics or athletics?
Acrobatics.
Okay.
I'm a bit
so
more dexterous.
he lunges towards Soyala and tries to grab her and, like, you know, like take her hostage with a knife to her throat and, you know, make his way out that way. But she nimbly darts back through the door. If you want to move one back there, Soyala. Just steps quickly back through. Hey, the Quild, welcome back. And misses and, like, loses his footing. Mame, Mockingbird, what do you do? He's kind of stumbled in between you.
Gonna cut him
Now
down.
that wasn't
I take out-
smart.
What are you doing? Sorry,
Go ahead.
Mockingbird? You're gonna just...
Icicles.
Yep, you're just gonna strike him?
Short sword and dagger, just an X straight to the neck. Gonna take him out.
Like, lethal?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, I mean, he's stumbled and he's basically prone in front of both of you the way Soyala quickly moved out the way and he lost his footing, so both of you can attack with advantage.
Okay, I do double sickle attack as well, just
Go
like
for it.
slashing.
The last
Dang.
thing that goes through.
Welcome
this
to the
guy's
meat grinder.
mind. Into the blender. Will it blend?
Okay, that short sword hits.
Two.
Okay, that's 10 piercing. I don't get sneak on that one. And the dagger hits as well. 21.
Sorry, don't worry. So, Sabrina, the reason that sickle misses, that you got an 8 there which misses, the reason it misses is because Mockingbird just dashes like much faster, and the short sword just flashes through the air, and Thoob's head, with a sadistic grin on its face, thuds wetly to the floor.
Huh.
Well,
Oh,
that escalated quite
okay.
quickly. I mean, sure,
Usually it's never that
was-
easy.
Oh. That happened very... Ah.
that was too quick.
There's quite a lot of bones in the neck. And like, rigid. Yeah, that usually doesn't happen.
So,
Yeah. Now I've got like a head
This
right in
is
front of
fragile.
me.
Huh. No harm, no foul, except for this guy. Gonna check his pockets, see if he's got any like keys or anything like that, since he seemed to be trusted compared to the others.
He has his weapons, but nothing else. He has a scimitar, and he has a scimitar and a symbol of the Frostmaiden around his neck, but that's all.
Just stand up and kind of look to the rest of the group and shrug.
Yeah, he was letting on to be something that he was not.
Who
We were talking
dares
about-
disturb my thoughts? Thoob, is that you? Keep it
Gonna-
down, you wretched thing.
I'm gonna shapeshift into Thoob very quickly.
Yes.
Sir, Sir, would you mind coming out very quickly? There's a bit of a problem.
I will not. Drag your sorry ass in here if you want to talk.
Sir, it's about Nodoris and all the other members. They require your assistance immediately.
I have to do everything myself, just because I have the ear of the Frostmaiden herself. Dunk, dunk, dunk. And the door gets thrown open, and you see this fella. Boop. Kadroth. Standing tall in the door.
I toss him Thub's head.
So he sees Thub throwing his Throop's head at him.
I dropped it.
I'll do you one better. I mage hand his head so it's floating in the air.
Oh boy, that's a terrifying.
Everyone, Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft is available now for all of your spooky horror needs if you would like to take your party into the realms of Ravenloft and have spooky disembodied heads floating all over the place. Yes, not a sponsor, just a fan. So, he's like, what is the meaning of this? Who are you all?
We're the ones who are here to kill you.
But why? I am the Frostmaiden's chosen.
And that is exactly why you must be stopped.
But I have her here.
Why do you work with her? She has held a winter that has never ended for these 3 years. And for who knows how much longer. What do you gain from this?
Sorry, just let me check something. Okay. What do I gain? I gain the powers she has granted me. And he jumps back through the door, slams it shut, and you hear the sound of scraping furniture. And as he does so, a glistening ice scimitar emerges in the air in front of the door, much like the spiritual weapon that you are familiar with, Soyala, as he casts spiritual weapon. And it lashes out towards Mockingbird. You're the closest.
If I was next to the door, would I get like a chance to slash him or something?
How close were you? As it stands, you're away.
Oh no, yeah, I wasn't done. I wasn't looking at roll 20. I figured we were just kind of like in front of the door. If not, that's fine.
I'll go with it this time. But yeah, please make that clear, okay?
Yeah, sorry.
That's okay. So yeah, as he jumps back, you would get an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, I'd like to think we did something while he was doing that. All right. Short sword. Wow, that is a dirt nasty roll. That's going to be a 10 to hit.
Okay, that does not, as he manages to nimbly duck through the door, and his spiritual weapon lashes towards you, and he gets only a 12.
That does not hit.
Okay, so yeah, you duck under the blade, which is why you miss him as it comes slashing towards you, and it is hanging in the air there, and the door is slammed shut.
So, did we hear that the door was barred, or did it sound like it was like latched shut?
It sounded like furniture was pushed against it. So I think we do need, with the spiritual weapon in play, we do need some initiative here, folks. Let's roll them up.
All right. Wow. A crit on a niche. Ugh.
Boom.
Wow.
Oh my god, Soyala.
I can't. That doesn't do anything though, right? You guys
Afraid
don't
not.
play or yeah, that's what I thought. I was like,
You
ah.
get 2 turns.
Means you probably go first.
I did that, yeah. So, Mockingbird, what's yours?
Mame is hitting pretty hard with her 22. What's your
Right.
dex?
It's not letting me go. It's not letting me enter. There it is. 14.
Sorry, I had it. Yep, Mummy, what's your dex
+2.
modifier? +2? Sorry.
I have a +2, a 14.
What's your number, Mummy?
Dex 14.
Oh boy.
Reroll.
You rolled the nat 20, so I believe you should
Yeah,
go first.
that's fair. That's fair.
Okay.
That's nice. Thank you, Sabrina. Okay, so, so yes, so yeah, you're first. No, it wants to put Mummy first.
Okay. Well, geez, I guess let's try to get this door open
Okay,
as best as we can.
go for it.
Can I hold my? I'm gonna go up there, but can I hold my action to assist in pushing the door?
Absolutely, yeah. Okay, so you move over to the
Or-
door
I
and
don't
get ready
think
to
I'll.
help.
I don't think by myself I will be able to be strong enough to do this.
Okay,
So
Noted.
I will ready an action to help assist in pushing the door.
okay, thank you. Mummy?
I shall go and get on the other side with Slobber Chops
Okay,
and get ready to push the door with her.
okay. So yeah, so you're gonna push the door now?
Wondering,
it.
do we have the strength? 1 cat and 1 chicken. Let's do it.
Are we
I would-
rolling separate or together, or can
Um,
we do an all for one push with everyone?
There's not space around the door, unfortunately, but
That's
you can do one person with advantage or both normally.
Oh jeez.
Who
This
looks
is strength.
stronger? Strength.
I am a flat 10.
Stronger than me.
Stronger than me.
How are you looking, Mom?
I have 11 plus 0.
All right. Well, it's the same. Separate?
Yeah, let's do it separate.
Okay,
Let's try.
go for it.
Kind of would be like crowbar crew. Get ready.
Oh no! I didn't bring my crowbar. No, I have my crowbar.
There's only a
but-
5 for
Oh, we
people
got
at
a
home.
5. Come on, Mommy.
Mummy, do it. Do it.
Chicken power.
Oh.
13.
Okay, let me do the contested roll from the other side.
Doesn't look like the strongest guy in the world.
6. So, you managed to get it.
Yes.
You managed to get it half open because he does have the furniture and stuff piled up against it. So you do get it. There's a big desk like blocking up against it, but you do manage to get it half open. You can see into the room. Let's take one more turn there, but it is his turn. Oops, sorry. So he is going to. Okay, Mame, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Mommy, no.
13.
13. Okay, you feel some magic, some frosty magic. Your bones start to chill, your body starts to become colder, but you shrug it off. But the spiritual weapon is still there and goes for Soyala. Actually, no, go for Mame again, actually. Boom. Oh, no, misses. So the spiritual weapon just ineffectually just clatters off the wall beside you. And then Mockingbird, it's your turn.
And since the spiritual weapon's off me, I'm not really sure what I can do here. How big is the crack in the door?
You could poke your head through.
Maybe one more good push and it's open.
Yeah, that's probably a lot smarter than what I was planning to do. Okay, yeah, I'll go and try to push on the door. I
Okay.
was gonna shapeshift into the child and try to squeeze through the door, but
I
maybe
mean, you
that
can
would-
do that too.
that sounds just kind of silly. I don't want to get pinched in the door. That hurts, just your finger, you know? Alright, yeah. I will give it my best strength check,
Okay.
which is with 6. Rip.
Ooh.
A 6.
Oh, you have a negative.
No, afraid not. Doesn't budge.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like try to ram it with my shoulder. Ah!
Okay. Tom. You're muted, mate. Muted.
Colton will come in.
Yep.
He's not the strongest hunk of metal in the world, but he will just blindly ram into this this door and give it a
Okay.
try.
Go for it.
It'll be an 18.
Say again.
It'll be an 18.
18. Okay. Yep. You get it fully open this time.
He
Okay.
runs at it, and you hear the metal like ring up against. Ding.
There it is. I think they're supposed to be swords, but I'll do. Ding! Yeah, and yes, it's. You hear the scraping of the desk on the other side as it starts to get forced backwards. And anything else? Bonus action?
No, he's just gonna step back.
Okay, let's get that door for you there. Oh. Okay. And Ciela, your turn.
So the door is now, the door's good and open. So
Yeah, it's difficult terrain to clamber over the desk and kind of get your way in there, but yeah, it's like that one square is difficult terrain, and then you're okay. And you can see through into the room beyond, and you can see it's clearly an office there.
What is he doing when I come in?
He's concentrating on the spiritual weapon and casting some kind of spell.
Tell me again, why do you work for the Frostmaiden?
Why do you? And he just like gestures dismissively at your waist. Work for that scaly thing.
Because he helps save people, and then I'm going to hit him with a sacred flame.
Okay.
DC 16 deck save on that.
Deck safe. Okay.
Yep. Or 12 radiant.
Only a 5, so yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Okay, 12 radiant damage. He's like, ah! Okay,
And then, yep, that is all.
thank you. Mummy. Here's Mummy.
I don't understand why you work for such a lady. I glance really quickly at Mockingbird, and then go back to the tiefling.
Straight through the character.
She has that
Straight
cantrip,
through.
that cantrip too. Okay, you gonna go into the room?
And then, yes.
There's a
I love-
mockingbird so hard that Carl feels it.
And I'd be like, I cannot stand anyone that works for her. And then I just, away my sickles real quickly, draw a magical energy arrow, cast
Ouch! Ouch!
Clearing
Ouch!
Smite, and shoot an arrow.
Go for it.
17.
Hits.
And then we cast. So 7 plus
Plus.
6 plus. It's at second level because I only have it at second level. can't be real. I
Whoa.
mean,
Wow.
okay, I'm gonna
Nice.
check
That
this real
max
quickly because
damage.
the next time you hit a creature with white hot intensity attacks deals an extra 1d6 fire damage, and then at higher levels, increase by 1d6 for each slot.
Yep.
Oh, that is
So 2d6. Yep.
2d6.
Okay, but he does seem to shrug off the fire damage quite well.
Something seems to be up with your macro.
What?
Yeah, look at the rolling calculation.
Yeah, it was all like funky.
Oh
but-
yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, have you got any physical dice, Sabrina?
That might just
Yeah, I
be
do.
default.
They're in my
Or just
backpack.
use D&D Beyond. Use the roller on D&D Beyond.
2d6.
There you go. That's only one less.
You just got crazy luck.
And that rounds down to the same amount anyway, so that's good. Okay, so yeah, the arrow crunches into his shoulder, and the fire swoosh like across his chest. But he seems to smirk at the fire damage, but he still looks like he's on his last legs regardless. You have a second attack, do you not?
Yes, I do, and I'll just attack with a regular arrow attack.
Okay, go for it.
Regular arrow.
Nat 1.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
He ducks out the way and it just ricochets off the stonework behind him. And he's like, this is outrageous. And channeling Ben from Viva the Dirt League. And he comes charging at you, Mame, after firing those at him. And he's like reaching out with a clawed hand. And you can see it's crackling with some kind of dark energy, which has little hints of kind of ice blue, like marbled through it almost. And he just lunges for you, and that is gonna be a 17.
Hits.
Okay. You take. Just a moment. Get my dice here. One of those, and one of those. Okay, as his hand just like slaps onto your shoulder and the nails dig in, you see that energy seep into your feathers, into your flesh. And Soyala, you see this from the side as well. And Mame, you take, let's see here, 21 necrotic damage.
ooh.
Wow.
With what attack? What he did it with his hand?
It was a spell. It was casting a spell, but yes, he did touch. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then with the bonus action, he'll go for Mockingbird with the spiritual weapon, but it's only a 12, so it misses, right?
Yep.
Okay, so that's his turn. And Mockingbird, your turn.
I originally thought that this guy was just going to be a joke, but seeing how he just injured Mame, Mockingbird's going to go through the doorway, kind of leap over the furniture, and try to cut him down, like jumping over Mame to cut him down.
Should still be enough, yeah, because it'd be 10 through the doorway, 10 to get through
Yeah.
Mame's space, and then to the side, either of the sides
And that's
there.
just, yeah. So I'll just
So-
yoink right there.
Yeah, that's fine.
Get myself in the room, and then I'm gonna do my classic Beyblade strategy.
I'm very
What is it?
familiar. I call it Wonder.
Okay,
We call this one
Monkey
the Dragoon.
tell me what
This is,
happens.
16.
Tell me what happens.
Oh, wonderful. So I'm just going to land directly on top of him, dagger and sword in like the chest and neck. As he, kind of hits the ground, I'll whisper into his ear, "The Frostmaiden deserves better than you." And I'll just get up and take them out and shoot them.
And he's and just collapses back to the floor of the room. And you are left alone with a fireplace crackling. You see Mockingbird that he has a very large ring of keys on his belt.
Ooh. Snag those and take a look at them. About how many are there?
A bunch.
Cool. Cool.
It's janitor style.
Hey,
We can
Daffodilly,
do
welcome.
Inventory.
This guy has like master vibes from the Master of Lake Town. That's kind of what
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
getting.
Tone will use his mage hand again
Mhm.
to snatch that necklace that he's got on his.
Yep.
And just dangle it in front of his face and take a look at it without touching it.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like it's a symbol of the Frostmaiden.
Hmm.
It's another amulet of hers.
Does it look
Frost-
identical to the rest that all of these people have had?
It's the same as that last guy had. Thoob had.
Oh, Tone will throw it into the fire.
Is there anything else of interest on him or in the room? Because he said this was like an office kind of. setup, right?
Yeah, can we look
Mhm.
through? Maybe he's got some paperwork, or I don't expect him to, because how he acted. But
What the fuck was that, John?
What?
The laughing.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? I'm not sure who that's supposed to be. It's quite freaky. This is the official Cara Dinaval Castle sound set. This is just the interior interior stuff. Hey, guys, Daisy. I'm not entirely sure.
Who's the?
I think the tiefling girl you just saw is overjoyed that you have rescued them from, and is overjoyed that what's his face is dead. Kadroth is dead, because she was terrified of him. Clearly. So, Sayala, there are indeed a very nice sheaf of parchments and various papers that are making a very nice fire in the fireplace.
can I try to snatch what ones are maybe salvageable?
Make me a dexterity saving throw. Or like a dexterity check, sorry.
Oh, well, save doesn't matter. 7 apparently.
Okay. I mean, yeah, there are some, a few documents that you managed to grab, and the corners and stuff. Maybe have a little look through them. Maybe able to get a thing or two, but
Pat
not
them
sure.
out if there's any embers on the sides.
Yeah. Also, from the sounds of things, it sounds like they were pretending that the speaker was still in charge and that they were just like working for him and stuff while they were here. So it might not be here.
Oh, the speaker might not be here.
Sorry, no, the juicy stuff, the juicy documents might not be here.
Ah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Fingers crossed.
Well, take a look at what we got so far.
Mm-hmm. So, sorry, Thoob is also dead.
Sorry, and Mockingbird, you were looking for something else, or no?
Anything of interest in the room or on his person? I do a quick pat down of him because he looks like a rather opulent fellow.
Doesn't he?
Yeah.
This isn't the first 1%er I've murdered.
He has a couple of very nice looking daggers.
Take those.
Okay.
And then if there's nothing else in the room, I do a very quick sort of check, like a desk or anything like that, or.
There's a inlaid snuff box.
Yeah, books. Nah, I'm good.
No, snuff box inlaid.
Oh.
It's like yes, tobacco snuff. Looks like it might be worth something.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna head back out.
Yeah.
Okay, where to? Now you were told. Remember that the tiefling lady Nadoris was usually down in the cistern level below, and that the speaker was up in his bedroom on the second floor. So what would you like to do?
Yeah.
Tone will head to the second floor.
Mm-hmm. Okay, doke. Let me.
I would.
Yep. We'll go.
I don't want to split the party. Okay. Yeah, I'll go second.
Yeah, let me drag you on over. So, Tom first. Boop. Mockingbird. Boop. as yours go flying across. Whee! Sayonara, shoo! And last but certainly not least, Mummy. Shoo! And the audience is left in pitch blackness. All 30 of them. Hello, everybody. Welcome on by. Zoop. Here you are. So, yes, you clamber up those stone steps underneath the banner of Caer Dinaval, and you see the walkways. Again, very plain, not much decoration in all of this surroundings here, and the two walkways go stretching around to the sides. And there are further stairways, as you can see, up there. Second is that patch here. So, there are doors you can see to the east and west. And arrow slits looking back onto the courtyard down the ends of the walkways there.
I guess nothing to do but to try one of these doors.
Okay, look.
Phone will walk over to this door and knock on it.
Okay. There's no answer.
Just opened it.
Boom. It just opens onto a very plain corridor, and you see two doors leading off that.
Oh, there are two more doors here. I'm going to go knock on them. Then he does that. He walks in and knocks on the doors.
Okay. Well. Do you go north or south first?
South.
Okay. You hear a lazy.
He knocks on the north door.
I don't want any more bloody fish.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a cat.
The south was a cat.
Oh,
You heard the meow when you knocked on the south door, and then you heard the speaking on the north door.
oh, who's there?
Cheers, EDH. Who comes knocking on my door and says, "Who's there?" Fuck off.
I like her.
The shaman's in here, I think.
Called it.
Are you here with the Frostmaiden?
Are you opening the door?
Not yet.
Okay.
Well, I guess you knew this was coming, so I might as well open the door.
Alright, come on then, Tin Can.
Opens the door.
Okay. Do you open up? Everyone else is welcome to go with. Everyone's just lurking outside.
Yeah.
I don't know where this is happening. Oh, over here.
Where are you going?
No, wait.
Mockingbird just disappeared outside.
I don't know.
Hang on. Stop. There
I don't know.
Oh, hold still.
There you go.
There you go. Mum is there. Yeah.
These doors are confusing.
There you go, Sienna.
If you don't want fish, I brought beer. Is that better?
Ah, now you're talking. Come on, you big bucket of rust.
Steps inside.
Okay, and you step in to that room there. And sorry, again, there's not much on the map, but there is something I can tell you there. A chilly draft wafts through the bedroom here, despite a roaring fire in the hearth. Bundled under a thick quilt and seated in a squat rocking chair in front of the fire is a venerable dwarf with a wooden peg leg where her right foot should be. And next to her on a small table is a plate of food. I've been dreading this moment, she says. And I will show you the arts because it's fantastic.
Is my beer that bad?
Boop. There she is.
Oh no! He takes out the drowse wine. Ah, I was gonna give you this, wasn't I?
She's like, oh, is that fire-like spirit?
I've forgotten the name of it.
That was my best guess as well. Sorry. I think so. I think that's what it was, wasn't it?
Something like that, yes.
Yeah, she says the name of it, whatever it is.
Yeah, yes.
No, I haven't had any of that since I was knocking boots as a 20-year-old. Gimme.
Okay. He pours a little bit into a small wooden glass.
Yeah. Oh, that, no. Not bad for a last drink. Now come in. Come on, you.
What have you seen?
Oh,
We
many
hear that you
things,
see
many things. Just calm yourself down and try not to do good just for 2 seconds. And you, Gallus, I'd watch that patch of mange on the bottom right there. That's gonna spread.
And necrotic damage.
Yeah. Yeah. And Mockingbird, are you still in as Thoob, or are you gone back to yourself?
Oh yeah, no, I went back to myself as soon as the door opened and when we started stabbing that guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she says, Mockingbird.
Other old lady.
You need to make your damn mind up, you fool, and stop fussing with your hair.
It's natural. Mockingbird's gonna be gravely offended.
Yeah, another softy. Yeah, just like that stupid tiefling. Just got up in his pants because I told him the Frostmaiden hates his guts. It's not my fault. It's true. Now, come here. Listen carefully. And don't interrupt, otherwise you'll lose something. Because once I'm done doing this, then I'm done for this world. First things first. Let's get rid of this bloody thing. She pulls off this thing of the Frostmaiden and just hurls it towards the fire, and it misses but smashes on the side of the stonework. I answer to a higher, no, I suppose I should say a lower power now. That's Nadoris got me signed up with a nice sweet deal. Now, you lot listen. There's a reason I jumped ship and went with Nadoris's type instead. Icewind Dale. This whole region will die if Oral is not defeated. All of it. Frozen for eternity. No good for you or your black network, she says, pointing at Mockingbird. There's no profit to be made in a dead region.
A lot of ruins to plunder.
I said don't interrupt or I'll pop me clogs before I'm finished. Now, if you're wanting to get to her lair, to her castle, you need to head out into the sea of broken ice, the moving ice, sorry. Seek out Angajuk. That's the way to get to her fortress. But don't be rushing. Angajuk. But don't be rushing. You get there too soon, and you'll be dead. Oh. And if you two, bless you, if you two want rid of them little wrigglies in your head, head on up to the chicken's Yeti friends. Then you'll get a little message in your mind. Then you can get them sorted, if you so wish. Now, at least I don't have to eat any of this damned fish. She knocks over that table, leans back, and dies.
What?
Wait, really?
Yep.
What? Just kneeled over?
Can I check like her pulse to actually see if she's dead, or?
Mm-hmm. And as you do, you draw your hand back quickly, as she is absolutely ice cold. and her skin starts to kind of develop an icy sheen. And you see that a block of ice is materializing out of the air, out of the moisture of the air. It's just freezing around her, and it's encasing her body. And Suyada, you have to jump back, else you'll get encased, like in it as well. And the ice continues to build and build until it's surrounding her and all of the chat. And you can see through this kind of
Paul, you have
strange,
that fire?
wavy kind of impression. You can just see her through the ice, entombed within. And then the ice continues to thicken and goes opaque, frosted, out of sight. And then the heat of the fire, such as it is, slowly does its work, and it begins to melt. And you see, as the ice melts away, she's no longer there.
Oh, there's nothing I could do about that.
That's how I want to go.
I got all the context clues I needed to know where she is.
Well, it seems as though she went with whatever Strahd, I think.
Oh,
The bird said?
I don't think so.
No.
I think she's somewhere much colder than we are now.
You think the Frostmaiden got to her?
No.
What do you suppose it is then?
Well, let me roll something to see if Talon actually has a good understanding of this stuff. He has a mediocre understanding.
What'd you get? What was the number?
He got a 10.
I mean, yeah, there are certain themes.
Oh, she said that she got a deal from down below. So she's in one of the hells. I can't remember the name, but one of them has a very, very cold realm, and I think her skill skip will be much appreciated down there. So she's in hell. Don't worry about it.
I don't know what to make of that.
It seems to have chosen such. She said she signed the deal and seemed to be quite happy about it.
But we did learn something today. We have to defeat the Frostmaiden. And I look at Mockingbird. If you're thinking what I'm thinking, we could get rid of our ear buddies.
I put my finger on my lips and just kind of point up, point to my ear, but also give a thumbs up that it's out of kind of my sort of eyesight. Just give it underhanded thumbs up.
Okay.
For those out of the loop, I was alluding to the 9th circle of hell, which is called the Kanya, which is like 51 below. That's
Like Canada.
like
Yeah, so
Yeah,
literally
pretty
Canada. Well,
I just
as entertaining as that was, I feel like we've got a good couple leads on where to go now. I think Mama and I have an errand to run after this, but
I think we have to go to the
burn
other
this
side.
chapter, yeah, why don't we find the speaker, right?
Yes. Let me go ahead. Excuse me. Pardon me. Let me just squeeze right past.
There was that door immediately opposite that other door.
Oh,
No?
I think there's a cat in there, but I guess we can check.
Oh yes, Kitty. Also, we left Slobber Chops when we teleported over here.
Okay, it's okay. He's with you. Oop, there you go.
Okay.
So yeah, you open up that the door immediately opposite the soothsayer's room, And there's a large gilded mirror covering most of the east wall in this, and there's a ornately carved wooden table and chair. And over on the bed, curled up, looking at you accusingly, is a black cat. Whose name is Touché. And you can see out onto the courtyard there, Mame, from those windows.
So, what's in there?
There's a black cat.
Slobberchops is also hissing it.
There. Might be a new friend.
Yeah, I come in as well.
You go.
Well, what do you suppose the cat's doing in here? Looks like a bedroom, or?
Yes.
Okay. Maybe it belonged to
But
the
where's
fear?
the But where's the speaker? Somewhere else?
There's rooms on the other side. Yes, follow me.
Yeah,
Lead on.
Should we
guess.
bring this cat?
Are we starting a petting zoo?
Yes.
Then take
Well,
the
the
cat.
castle will be taken back, so it won't be left alone.
You're right, and I just pet Slobberchops. You're the only one for me. It's okay.
Yeah. He looks very happy with that. And the black cat looks indifferent and just goes back to sleep.
Okay. Yeah, take one last look and then, yeah, head back out.
Okay.
This way.
Goodbye,
Following
Touche.
after home.
So he just leaps from the balcony.
Yeah, right?
It's okay. Doesn't matter. So yeah, you make your way back into the main hall and across to the doorway on the other side there that Tolman is waiting at. And are you what are you doing, Tolman, when you get to the doorway there?
Knocking.
Knocking. Okay. Okay, you just hear who is it?
Oh, it's tall, aspiring speaker of good mead and all around good guy. I brought beer.
Where's everyone else?
Dad?
Oh, bugger. And you just hear footsteps and it's come on.
Colin opens the door.
You just see a boot disappearing out of the window as the cultist that was guarding the room has leapt out the window onto the top of the the kennel below. But you kind of run over to the there you go. You run over to the window there to try and catch him, but you see them drop down into the courtyard and start to run across the space there towards the gates, but then you just see several villagers just converge on them and grab them, so they're captured outside. And also this room is immaculately furnished, has the trappings of a royal bedchamber, including a soft bed, warm quilts, elegant tapestries, and a gilded chamber pot. Bars over the window, which have been unlocked and thrown aside on one of the windows, dispel the air of luxury somewhat. And squatting at the end of the bed, looking very sorry for themselves, bound and gagged, is a man in a nightgown with an unkempt beard.
So let's check out some of the other rooms then.
Ah!
I'll go up and untie him.
You are not funny.
I don't know, from my position, I thought it was pretty funny.
Hey, Andrews.
I thought it was pretty funny as well.
Get him untied and yeah, standing upright again.
He's like, oh, careful. God. Oh. Who are you lot then?
Oh, did you not hear me? I'm Ton, aspiring speaker of good mead and all-around good guy that brought beer.
No. Gives a cup.
Oh. Here's some.
No, thank gods. Thank you. Have you sent the rest of them packing and all?
If by packing you mean
Running.
no, they did not run. Well, they tried to.
They're either dead in another dimension, either or.
Seaver's the name. Chronic Seaver. I'm the speaker here. At least I was until I was captured by these buggers. They came here pretending to be arbiters employed by the Council of Speakers. They said they were here to help resolve the fishing disputes with Easthaven and Caerconnig. But once they were inside, they killed the guards, captured all the servants, and locked me up in here.
Wow. How long have you been in here?
Good question. How long has it been? It's like, a few months now. So you have our thanks and Caer Dineval's gratitude. Now, let me get out of this bloody room. Sympathetic.
Makes sense.
Door-
Here you go.
Door's right
yeah.
there. We haven't been to all the other rooms yet, so I would go to the first floor first. That one's cleared out.
Well, what are you looking for? You've saved me. Job done, right?
I've got no other vested interest in this place, and I'll look at the others.
As long as there's no one else
Still have to check
hiding.
out the basement.
Oh, yeah. Have you rescued the servants?
There's a cook.
There was a boy.
How about everyone else? They forced me to do their bidding because they threatened to kill all the servants. They only killed the guards when they took over
Where
the
are the
place.
servants held? Are they the ones?
They're probably keeping them down in the cistern. Yeah, down in the water cistern.
Oh, we're going there next.
Aye. You want to go to the northwest tower? There's a trapdoor down.
Oh, well, thank you for that information. We'll
Aye.
head there immediately.
Hey, Joe.
What's on the other side of this door?
Oh, nothing. I mean, it used to be a library way back when the first people built this castle. Tons and tons of rare books. Oh, priceless knowledge and countless tomes. Until the orcs took this place and torched the bloody lot. We don't use it anymore. Sorry.
Orcs are awesome. All right, great. I'm gonna turn around and walk out of the room.
Sir,
You just see Mama physically sad.
did you happen to overhear anything with those that stormed this castle?
No.
There any plans or any locations?
No,
Of the Frostmaiden.
They were very careful about that kind of thing. Just, you have the right of it already. They're working for the Frostmaiden. That's all I managed to glean.
Tom peeks inside that room.
Okay. It was set on fire years ago and never repaired. But there is vague evidence that there used to be floor-to-ceiling shelves along the walls. There's cobwebs and things flapping in a deserted fireplace.
I just look to the speaker. Once you're settled and everything is good, please get this room back in order. The library needs to be preserved, or the university.
Ah, never had much truck with reading myself. Too much work to do. Mammy just draws the sickle. Peace
He
was
was
never an
dead.
option.
He was dead when we found him.
Thank you, Alan. Now, he stomps off out onto the there, and he goes over to the window first, where the other guy jumps out. He's like, "Ah, you got him, nicely done." And you hear it from outside, "Oh, speaker, are you all right?" He's like, "I am now. Did you not do this?" He's like, "Well, we helped." That's the Caer Dineval spirit. I'll be right down. And he stomps off out onto the balcony and round off towards the corridor, out towards the courtyard. So, what you do?
We're
Um,
going to
I-
the northeast tower, right?
Guess we're going
Yep.
to this turn, yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, let me. I'll sort that for you. So bear with me. Stay still. Zoop. As if by magic, you make your way round through the main room, across the courtyard, and into this tower, and you do see a stone trapdoor in the corner there, which Talon is already beside. Very prepared.
Oh,
Well, do you think it's guarded?
wait, let me check. Colin will investigate the door. If I can.
Absolutely, yeah. Have a look at it. See if it's okay.
10.
10?
Mhm.
Seems fine.
Throw it open.
Okay. Yep, takes a little bit of effort. It's a stone, solid stone trapdoor, but it slowly grinds open and is okay. And you can see that there is a wooden ladder clinging to the west wall underneath, and it's held in place with iron brackets, and it descends 12 foot down to a solid mortared stone floor.
All right. Well, I guess Mockingbird will go first and put the what is that thing called? The Piwafwi.
Yes.
My new toy. I'm gonna try to stealthy it.
All right. Let me bring you across. Boop, boop,
And that's
boop,
whoop.
boop.
Give me an advantage. Can't remember.
There you are.
No.
That looks quite chilly.
There you go. Okay, so yes, you clamber slowly down the ladder and find yourself in that mortared stone room underneath. You can just find where you're all at. Okay, and 2 secs. So yeah, as you clamber down, you see this little hallway here is kind of heated by 4 spluttering torches. And then extending from the east wall of the hall is a water-filled cistern, and a small rowing boat is tied off near the water's edge that you can see there. And then, yeah, Mockingbird, as you peer up and look into that room there, you see that room is empty except for 4 sheet-wrapped bodies lying side by side on the floor.
Just out of curiosity, I'll pull the sheet off one, see if it was a cultist or a village person. Or
Each of them, well, the one you pull it off, the sheet when you take it off has, they do have Frostmaiden symbols on them.
take note of that and then put the sheet back on.
Okay. So, what would you like to do? We'll finish up soon, but let's just get you to a spot here.
Anybody know how to row a boat?
I can make it work.
Looks
They-
easy
they-
enough.
They have the servants down past the boats then? Or with the boat?
Thank you, fallback. Pleasure. Yeah, you can see. You can just see the ice. There's ice on the edges where it's starting to freeze over again, but you can just see the boats just slowly there in the water. And unless you want to investigate further.
The reason I have to go.
Oh, Andrews, thank you.
What was
Because
in the other
I have a
room?
bit of a phobia of water in dungeons, and now I'm gonna take a look at the bottom of the water here, see if there's nothing spooky.
Hey, Andrews Elderbane, thank you so much. Thank you for coming by. See you soon. Okay, you, Mockingbird, yeah, you slowly walk over to the edge and kind of look past the boat into the water underneath, and you kind of start back a little. Absolutely, we're all about emote smashers over here. You kind of start back a little disturbed as you look down, and you see stone steps descending into the icy water here that partially floods this 20-foot wide arched tunnel, and it continues eastwards into the darkness. The roof arches 12 foot up above the water, and then the water looks about 8 feet deep, and there's the rowboat tethered there, and the rowboat looks safe to use. But as you kind of, the rest of you see kind of Mockingbird recoil a bit from the edge of the water, as Mockingbird, you see the swollen, half-frozen bodies of about 12 corpses under the water. And looking at them, as you quickly kind of look and check out the situation, you can see 6 humans and 6 dwarfs, all in the same uniform, armor, and clothing.
Methinks the servants may no longer be with us.
They look like guards rather than servants. And the speaker said that the guards were killed and the servants were kept alive.
Okay, in that case, methinks the guards are no longer with us. Well, so wait, this section right here, it was originally a staircase, is what you said? It's just been kind of.
There are some steps. It's the water system for the castle.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But there are steps that go down into the water, because there are clearly, you can see there's a small exit to the north as you go into the water a bit there. So it's definitely there are rooms beyond. So it's designed for that.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'll kind of quickly get over the sort of macabre image in front of me and try to pull the boat closer.
Yep, it's easy enough. It's right there.
How big of a boat is this?
You need to make a couple of trips.
Yeah, okay.
Oh shit. I can't be alone with Mockingbird. But I can't row the boat.
Well, why can't you be?
I gotta do this puzzle, you know.
Oh no.
One of those
This is
Fox
not a
News
math.
games.
This is not a math problem.
Come on.
It is too late for that.
It's okay, Tom. I won't bite.
I think we make our way across.
Okay. So, yes. Which of you are going first?
Solon and the Mocking Man.
Okay, you can. The boat is not separable from the rest of the picture. you can move yourselves as if you're in the boat without splashing. I wonder if. Hang on, there's probably a different sound effect for this. Sorry, everyone.
Oh, there's something in
Okay,
there.
So, yeah.
Mockingbird, not too
Go
fast, mate. Not
together
too
again?
fast. Not too fast.
Oh, sorry.
So yeah, as you get to that first opening in the north wall, you kind of glimpse inside, and with your various dark vision, etc., and you can see that there is a storage area, and there's a couple of sacks of what looks like food and grain and things, and you can see a harmless-looking rat chewing through the corner of a sack of grain and just eating away at that.
I Eldritch Blast it.
Please.
I was gonna firebolt it.
Poor little thing.
You know what, let me roll it.
Yeah. Oh, see,
You're actually
see which
gonna do
one
it?
hits the hardest.
Apparently.
Yeah. Boop. It's a 21 to hit.
Just the
Thing.
one.
Just gets destroyed. 100.
Rats are an abomination. Let's continue.
Hate rats.
Clearly.
What's going on over there?
Nothing.
Nothing.
They must never know.
Okay, and there is another opening in the south there, and then a large door to the east. And as you pull level with that southern exit there, you can see a larger room beyond, and a very interesting sight. As you can see a glistening, kind of almost sparkling across the surfaces of that room, and you can see that frost covers the floor of this dark 15-foot square room. And across from the entrance stands an 8-foot tall pillar of ice with a horned, pale-skinned humanoid figure encased inside the ice. And the pillar of ice is wrapped in black chains. And then the wall behind it seems to be covered in some kind of brown fungus.
I'm gonna turn to Tone. Have you ever seen so many red flags in one room?
As you know, my memory is a little fuzzy, but when I was a dwarf, I did go on a date once, and I think, yes, I did see one.
Wow, that bad? We'll have to compare stories after this.
We have a very urgent request from chat. Eat the fungus.
We're staying sober for the rest of this venture. All right. I'll guess turn to Tone. Do we want to check that out first, or get to the end of this hallway?
Let's check it out.
Yoink. All right.
Okay.
In that case, when we bank here, I'm just gonna tell Tone. I don't know how to tell you this, but I think you know, I'm quite a bit lighter than you. I think I'll go get the others.
Oh, okay.
Took that a lot better than I thought he did. Better than I thought he would.
So, Tom,
Right.
as you make your way down into that room, and you hear the splash of the oars once more, as Mockingbird rows back towards the others. It'll take a bit longer than that, Mockingbird. Just give us 2 secs. And yeah, as you go down, you see there are narrow passages that go off to the left and right as you go into that room. And there's this huge, this 8-foot tall column of ice in the room in front of you.
Tone will inspect it as he starts to ritual cast, but it's going to take him 10 minutes to do it. And just comes up to the 8-foot column and looks at it.
Mhm.
He doesn't want to touch it, but he does walk around it.
You walk up towards the surface. You see the figure inside seems to be some kind of mannequin, almost. It's not an entombed living creature. It seems to be representing a figure whose name is brought back to you as you see this imagery, and it reminds you of things that you had learnt back when you were a young dwarf. And you recognize the symbol and the symbology and the design of this, as this is clearly a shrine to Levistus, who himself, an archdevil, is entombed in ice in the 9 hells in Stygia.
Tone slaps himself on the head. Oh, it wasn't what I thought initially. It was Levistus.
And the eyes of the mannequin start to glow ice blue.
Oh,
And Soyala, Mockingbird, Mame, you hear as well a voice echoing throughout the whole subterranean layer.
Are you?
oh, I'm Tone Grimbrew. Hello.
Where is Notorious?
I suspect that she has betrayed you for a different power. Did she say Strahd before she left?
She did.
I thought the Raven at least did or something.
I heard the name Strahd, but
I think that was all. That was telepathic. I think between the two of them.
Sorry.
It's okay.
we were attacking her, but she disappeared.
Treachery? How dare she defy Mephistus? He, who was once frozen, but is now free.
Oh,
She and all of you will pay.
And as it says that, the ice cracks and fractures go up along the edges of the various angles, and parts of it come out to the side, out to the other side, and it starts to move and stretch and stand upright as it is animated by the power of the 9 hells. And we see... Well, sorry, Tom, you see this. As this creature rises up and the ice moves and starts to shift on its own, and as the creature unfolds and growls towards you, the unbeliever, that who must be destroyed, this ice creature roars in anger, and we shall stop there.
I'd rather come to an understanding.
Okay, thank you, everybody, for joining us today. So many people through today. Thank you so much. It was an absolute pleasure to have you all here, and we will be back next time in Icewind Dale, in the water cistern underneath Caradinaval's castle, to deal with this creature sent from the 9 hells to destroy the traitors. But if you would like to visit us again before that happens, there are plenty of opportunities to do so. On Wednesday evening in North America, Thursday lunchtime here in Japan, we will be back in the Underdark for our Out of the Abyss campaign. Later on Thursday, we will be back in Barovia for our Curse of Strahd campaign. And on Friday, we will be in said 9 hells as our descent into Avernus crew are battling their way through Lulu's memories, trying to prove themselves worthy of an angel's sword. Now, that is not all that's coming up this week. That is our usual ticket, but a very, very special thing is happening on Saturday. If you are able to join us, please come on by for our next installment of our one-shot roulette game series. Everything is randomly generated. The characters have been randomly rolled, and they have been passed out to the players to try and figure out what to do with them, as we will be joined by our very own Emma from Curse of Strahd and Descent into Avernus, by the fabulous Patch. Another massive thank you for an incredible session 1 of a new campaign on Saturday, where I am a player. It is a bi-weekly thing, so it will not be happening this week. There is no conflicts there, do not worry. Let me quickly give you a shout out there. Question Junkies UK, yes. Everyone, head on over to Question Junkies UK and give them a follow so that you can enjoy this amazing new campaign that I, Marin, Michael from this channel, and Alicia and Mr. Hatbeard from their channel are facing off against scary creatures there too. But Patch will be joining us this Saturday for this one-shot game as Emma. Patch will be joined by some very special guests, although Patch, of course, is also a very special guest. But we have some incredible guests joining us for the first time. We have Dead Aussie gamer Michael himself from Australia, an incredible DM, an incredible player, and he will be joining us to be playing his warlock character, Patron of the Genie. It's going to be an interesting one to see. And we will also be joined by the lovely Hope from Hope for TTRPGs, the incredible Twitter and Discord community. And finally, but definitely not least, we'll be joined by Vicky, the social media manager for Sirenscape, who is bringing you these lovely sounds that you hear right now. We cannot wait. Everyone is very excited for their things. We do not know where we will be or what will be happening because the location and the storyline are generated completely randomly at the opening of the session, and then we jump right on in. It's always an incredible ride, and I really, really hope that you can join us for it with these amazing guests coming on through. And in the meantime, you can enjoy all of our wonderful players, and that will bring us all the way back round to Tuesday, when we'll be back with these wonderful players, and we will carry on our journey through Icewind Dale. So, a huge thank you to everyone that came through today. Lots of people watching. Thank you so much. If you have not already, do give us a follow so you can be told when we are going live. And we will be going a raiding, so do stick around. Also on the end screen, all of the details about that fantastic one-shot, so do stick around for that. And as we go a raiding, if you've got them, let those phoenixes fly. But until next time, as we say around these parts, oyasumi nasai. Bye.
Oyasumi nasai.
Oyasumi.